You're watching Tech Talk in affiliation with Tech for Techs. We're a community that supports independent trade with the help of vendors and distributors. We're live every Thursday at 8 p.m. London time, and we'll be streaming to Facebook and YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. You can listen to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, Google, TuneIn, and many more. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, and your host, Philip Griffiths.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Tech for Tech's Tech Talk. This is a live show where we help your IT business grow. First of all, if you can all let me know if you can hear me and you can see me and there's no issues. Also, if you mention where you're from, I'll give you a shout out as well. For example, the PC guys saying evening all, so evening to you guys. So this is the Tech Awards finalist. Not the final, but where we announce the finalists who will make it through to the final, which will be on the 1st of December. Again, guys, I know there's a bit of a lag and so forth, so if you can comment, let me know if you can see this, please, because obviously it's going to be a bit... daft if I'm talking here for the next hour and no one can actually see me. So here we go. We're getting a few coming in. We've got Crosshaven Computers. I'm guessing that's Cormac. So hi, Cormac. How you doing? We've also got LinkedIn user saying good evening. Obviously, if you want to put your name down, LinkedIn user, or for some reason it's not automatically filling it, feel free. We've got Blue Bolt PC as well. So it looks like we've got people listening. If you haven't gathered as well, guys, this show is sponsored by PAX 8, or should I say the awards themselves are sponsored by PAX 8. So without PAX 8, we wouldn't actually be having the awards because they basically pay for all the awards that you guys are going to be winning. So we've also got Mark saying evening as well. We've got Paul saying evening, Rayleigh Computers, or should I say Rayleigh Computer Shop. And we've also got Ben Ashcroft from Bugs and Bytes, if I'm right. So nice to see you all watching tonight, guys. So I'm guessing you're all wanting to know if you're into the final or not. Well, you'll have to find out in a few minutes. So we'll just wait for a few more people to log in and start watching. So how have you guys been in the last week or so since we did the last show? Is everything going well? Are you finding it busy, quiet? Still got crazy customers? I know we have. Also, hi to Ali Cook. I'm guessing that's Alison from EADR. So... that's nice to see. So let's just go through a few things first while we're waiting. So as I was saying, tonight's sponsor is PAX 8. Let me just put their information on the screen there. So PAX 8 are the sponsors. So if you're looking for cloud-based services, whether it's backup or Microsoft Office or anything along that lines, these guys are the ones you want to check out. Again, it's down to them that we're having this show because we obviously rely on the sponsors because we don't charge to actually win an award, and we don't charge you £500 to go and visit the awards with the chance of winning, like the CRN Awards, which are taking place tonight. Yes, that's £500 a ticket. And when I say a ticket, you basically get stuck down in a chair, you eat some food, which is called posh grub, but it's probably cheap. And yeah, 500 quid. You might get a bottle of wine if you're lucky as well. So, but they do have a discount. If you buy 10 tickets, so have a whole table, it's $4,500. So yeah, so you're getting this for free. So we've also got Phase 4 Computers as well. Hi guys at Phase 4. Nice to see you tuning in. Right, okay, so before we go any further, if you haven't got your tickets yet for TechMax, I suggest you get them. If you don't know what TechMax is, it's a trade event aimed at you guys. So it's for vendors, distributors, and obviously techs, MSPs, shop owners, everything like that. So basically make sure you check it out if you haven't already. I'll put the link on the screen. So it's tftmax.com and it's on 23rd of June next year. I would suggest getting tickets sooner than later because we had a lot of disappointed people last year who couldn't get tickets. Evening tickets have already sold out. That's 300 evening tickets for the evening meal, awards, and so forth has already sold out. So make sure, if you haven't already, get your tickets sorted. If you can't remember if you got tickets, check your emails. If you don't know, just email us. You know my email address, and I'll obviously confirm what you've got. So just run you through a few things, what's going off. So the event itself is sponsored by Aerocool and CMS Computers. They are the main sponsors. There will be sponsors for the evening drinks as well, which means you'll get obviously free booze. I'm guessing that's what most of you would be looking forward to. There will be a sponsor for the awards as well, which will be obviously providing the awards and stuff like that, as well as an evening meal as well. Obviously, once those are 100% confirmed, they will be announced. Also, exhibition, these are confirmed. Again, there is a lot more which are like 99% confirmed, but we can't put them on the confirmation list until they've obviously signed all the paperwork, sent us details, and obviously paid. Because obviously, we're letting you guys in for a quid. So obviously someone has to pay the bills, and it's the big guys. So Aerocool are confirmed, CMS are confirmed. We've got EADR, which that's Alison Cook who's on there. She's confirmed as well. We've got Replace Base. We've got Spire as well. We've also got Hammer. They're a new one on there. We've got Tech Point Distribution. Target Components are also on there. We've got Lexar as well, and Case King, which you may know as Overclockers. They're on there as well, or at least the distribution side. And there is a lot more to come. Obviously, it's early days yet, but you can see already we've got around 10 what are 100% confirmed there already. Right, okay, on to the next page. So where is it? It's in Sheffield. It's a place called Magna. It's basically a huge old steelworks which has been converted into a living museum. As you can see from the pictures what are sliding across the screen, plenty of room in there for around about 120 vendor stands, maybe a little bit more or less depending on the layout we decide and what we're deciding. There's going to be interactive stuff going off as well, plenty of talks, training and stuff like that. If you are interested in exhibiting at the show, make sure you get in touch with myself. I'll put my details on the screen in a few seconds, or you can do it directly on the website. So just go to tftmax.com and then basically just scroll down to the bottom of each page and it says interested in exhibiting. Simple. Okay. So if you do want to show off to potentially 800 independent resellers, then obviously this is a place to be. Okay, so just get in touch. We'll give you the prices and stuff. And I tell you what, it ain't 500 quid like the CRN tickets are tonight. So it won't cost you that much for an evening meal, that's for sure. On the last bit, obviously, again, as we mentioned, tickets, as you can see there, the day evening tickets that at £2 have sold out. There won't be any extra tickets unless we get any cancellations or anything like that. We are at capacity for the evening meal, but we do have day tickets left. But again, I suggest booking early if you haven't already. Okay, I think that's enough of that. So let's go through the chat again. So we've got Geek Girl on there. Good evening and good luck to everyone. We've got Peter Whitehouse as well saying hi all. And we've got Russell George as well. Russell's watching from Lexar. Peter's from Scan Station. And Geek Girl, if I'm right, that's Mrs. Tech for Tech, so the boss basically. So she's watching as well, which is good while she's getting on with a bit of work, hopefully. Right, okay, let's get on with the main event then. Okay, so we're going to go straight into it. There's not going to be dilly-dallying or anything like that. I'm just going to say the name of the award and the people. I will list them all on the website afterwards for everyone. Altogether, there's 22 awards. We've had 3,472 valid different votes on average, voting for 15 topics each, totaling 52,080 votes. Yeah, it took me a while to add all those up, but we've had hell of a lot of people voting. Again, all votes are only valid votes, what I've counted there. We did have quite a few invalid votes where people were basically trying to vote from the same IP address. One person looked like using a macro who was trying to vote every 45 seconds. And basically anyone using a VPN also got basically disqualified. Well, they didn't get disqualified, but additional votes didn't count, should we say. So only valid votes counted. Right, okay, let's get to it then. So first awards, let's have a look. Let's start off with the distributor awards. So first we're going to go for best distributor. We've got 5 finalists on here. And again, most of the awards we are limiting to 5. But again, some awards did have basically people who were on the same number of votes, so we had to let more in. But best distributor, we have got Replace Base, Spire Technology, iParts for You, Target Components, and CMS Distribution. Okay, so those are the finalists for best distributor. And just to let you all know, if anyone who's watching who wasn't involved in voting, voting is down to you guys. You nominate, you vote, nothing to do with me. Doesn't really bother me who wins. So just bear that in mind. These are people you have voted for. The best gaming distributor we'll move on to now. So we have got Spire Technology, VIP Computer Center, CMS Distribution, Target Components, and Case King, and that's Best Gaming Distributor. On Best Refurbished Technology, we've got ALM Wholesale. We've also got Bugs and Bikes Computing. Nearly got that wrong. Bugs and Bikes Computing, RD UK, Tech Buyer, and iParts for You. Now down to Best Account Manager. We've got Hitan Solanki, which is Hits, if you don't know of him, at CMS Distribution. We've got Riss from iParts for You, Matt Cox at Spire Technology, Natasha at the Replace Base. I think she's also known as Tash. We've got Kirsty Hull at Autiel. We've got Charlie, also at Autiel Technologies, Richard Wiggins at Spire Technologies, and Patricia, also known as Trish Smith at Target Components. So that's Best Account Manager finalists. So there's quite a few there. Best Distributor website. Okay, so this is obviously, if you're not sure what a distributor is, obviously these are the guys where you're buying all your stuff from. Okay, so Best Distributor website, we've got Replace Base, we've got Spire Technology, Target Components, CMS Distribution, and Tech Data. So there you go. So that's Best Distributors websites. And for best customer service for any vendor, distributor, or outsource is basically someone like who does work for the trade. So, for example, data recovery, board repairs, and stuff like that, just so you know. So, for the best customer service for these, we've got down Replace Base, Spire Technology, Autiel Technologies, EADR, also known as East Anglian Data Recovery Services, TechPoint Distribution, and iParts for You. Right, let's move on. So now to the vendors. Obviously, guys, comment in the chat. Let me know you can actually hear this, and obviously congratulate people if you want as well. I can see there's a lot of you watching, so it'd be good to see some of you actually talking as well. Right, so next we are on to vendors. So vendor, that's obviously a company which either manufactures or basically builds a part. So for example, a vendor, if it was motherboards, for example, would be Asus, BioStar, ASRock, MSI, and so forth. Okay, so the best vendors. So the first award is for Best Vendor Brand Rep. And again, this is the top 5. We've got Kirsty Hall at Autiel. We've also got Dean Shaw at Aerocool. We've got Callum at Mercusys. We've also got David Scott at NZXT. And we've also got Russell George at Lexar. So well done, guys. You're through to the final. We've also got best component vendors up next. Component vendor is basically CPU, motherboards, GPUs, cases, RAM, PSU, storage, basically what you'd use to make a PC up. We're classing that as a component vendor. So there's a few more on here than the other awards, mainly because of people getting the same number of votes. So we've got Autiel, Corsair, Asus, also known as Asus, depending on how you want to pronounce it, AMD, NZXT, Lexar, and Intel. So again, that's for best component vendor. Next, we've got best peripheral vendor. So that's peripherals. Obviously, this is mainly aimed for home and office use. So like keyboards, mice, audio monitors, stuff like that. Now, the 5 finalists we've got through to this is Logitech, Cherry, Asus, Corsair, and AOC. Here we go. I think I need a drink up to now. I'm going to be here a while, I think. Right, so best gaming vendors next. So this includes peripherals and components, including gaming builds and laptops. First up, we have NZXT. We've also got Razer. We've got Asus or ROG, Republic of Gamers Asus. We've got MSI, Cherry, and we've also got Nvidia. And that's 6 down for the best gaming vendors. So for best networking, so that's like switches, routers, mesh, stuff like that, we've got TP-Link, we've got Netgear, we've also got Cisco, Tender, and Ubiquiti. Okay, so that's for best networking. So we've got quite a few on there. So again, well done everyone who up to now. Don't get me wrong, we've still got quite a few to announce yet because there's 22 different awards altogether. So High Tech Central for logging in. The PC guys, well done, Ali. And we've got Geek Girl saying well done. We've got Paul saying nice, Russell. So there we go. So next we've got best software vendor. Well, hopefully you know what software is when you're in this trade, but software is obviously stuff you usually install on your machine. It can potentially be cloud-based as well. So we've got Microsoft. We've got Norton LifeLock. We've got Emsisoft. We've also got Eurosoft, also known as PC Check or Eurosoft PC Check. And we've got Fab's Auto Backup. That's for best software vendors. So they're through to the final. Again, this is on the 1st of December. So congratulations, guys. And just a heads up, anyone who's wanting the finalist logo, I can send you that over. Just send me an email. Just send it to info@techfortex.co.uk. Again, I'll stick that on the screen in a few seconds for you. And then you'll be able to obviously get hold of me. So let me put that on there. There you go. So email me at info@techfortex.co.uk. Just say who you are, and we'll send you the finalist logo over for you. Obviously, anyone who makes it to the runner-up or even the winner will get separate logos, and they'll also get an award for the finalist, or should I say the winner of the final will actually get a physical award, which is pretty good. We'll get those mailed out to you directly. Right, so next up we've got, no, typical, the Word document decides to close. Here we go. So next we've got best outsource. So this is, as we said before, people who you'd send stuff to get repaired, whether it's motherboards, screen replacements, data recovery and stuff like that, or even services you don't offer like Mac repairs and so forth. So best outsource, we've got Tech Central Repair and Data Rescue Center. We've also got PC Image Data Recovery. We've got ReplaceBase. We've also got EADR, known as East Anglian Data Recovery, and Mind the Mac. Okay, so that's the end of the vendors and distributors listing. Next, we're going on to techs. So we've got Richard Creedy logging in by the looks of it. Evening, Richard. We're just announcing all the awards at the moment, so or at least finalists. So what we're going to go on to next is obviously for tech store owners, basically community members of Tech for Techs who've got stores and do repairs and all this, that, and the other, rather than the big guys who have got all the money. So first, we're going to go through to the Tech for Tech community expert. We've actually got 6 people down here, but bear in mind, we had a lot of people voted for. So if you're not listed for the finalist, don't be, oh, well, no one likes me or anything like that. Some of these people, there's people getting 50 votes for like this category, like community expert, and they didn't make it to the top 5. That's how many people are voting for each other. Everyone got a vote at least. So it's just a case of, obviously, we do have to cut it down to a lower degree. And obviously, we can't take in 100 people into the final. Otherwise, it'll take me all night to read everyone's name. Right, so let's go to the community experts. And again, these names are in no particular order, they're just randomized. So don't think because I called you first, you've won. You haven't, you're just through to the final. That's it. So, first of all, on this list, so for Tech's community expert, we've got Paul Webb, we've got William Murr, we've also got Richard Tower Forth, we've got Paul Ashford, Cormac O'Donoghue, and Peter Whitehouse. So that's 6 people we've got through for the Tech for Tech's community expert final on the 1st of December. Next up, we've got best use of social media. This could be Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, you name it, social media. That's it. I'm guessing the award won't be going to Elon Musk anytime soon either. So let's have a look. So best use of social media. So we've got Canny Clever IT Service Centres Limited. God, that's a mouthful. We've also got Crosshaven Computers, Smart Computers, Computer Repair Man, Rayleigh Computer Shop, and Phase 4 Computers. So we've got 6 people for the we've got 6 people for best use of social media. So well done again, everyone who is getting listed up to now. Now, this is best online store. When we say online store, this is a place where you can actually purchase things from. So if you wanted inks, a new laptop, or whatever services you're offering, this is a physical online, not physical, but an online store where you've got items you will ship to people rather than a tech website where you're trying to get people to come to your store or obviously give you a call. So best online stores. Again, we've got 6 listings on this one. We've got ScanStation Computers. We've got Rayleigh Computer Shop. We've also got IPC Solutions. We've got Blue Bolt PC. We've also got I Love Going Shopping, also known as ILGS. And we've also got Canny Clever IT Service Centres Limited as well. So again, well done, guys, for getting it through to the final. Next is the opposite. So it's the best tech website. So this is where people obviously give you a call or you come to your store because they've seen your website. So we've got 5 finalists for this one. We've got the PC Guy. We've got Crosshaven Computers. We've got the Computer Repairman. We've also got Stevenson's IT Support Solutions Limited and AJ Computing. Now, coming down to the last awards. Now, these are all ones where people had to submit pictures and details and stuff like that. So they showed off cars. Obviously, I'm not going to show that off here. You can see that on the website. But we're going to go through those now. So the first one was Best Marketing Idea. So we've got 3 finalists for this. We've got Canny Clever IT Service Centres Limited. We've also got Rayleigh Computer Shop. We've also got K-Tech Mobiles. So again, that was for Best Marketing Idea. Now, next up, we've got Best Repair Bench Area. Obviously, this is an area in your store, or it could even be inside your van or whatever, for Best, obviously, Repair Bench. Okay, so the 3 finalists we've got here are the PC Guy. We've got Nikon IT Service Limited. And we've also got Canny Clever IT Services. Sorry, we've got Canny Clever IT Service Centres. Get it right. So again, well done all. So doing well here. So next up, we have got, let's have a look, internal display. So best in-store internal display. This is where you're showing off laptops, mobile phones, accessories, whatever, basically showing off the inside of your store. We've got 3 finalists. We've got Canny Clever IT Service Centres. We've got Rayleigh Computer Shop. And we've got K-Tech Mobiles in for that one. So they're through to the finalists. Again, guys, these votes are nothing to do with me. I didn't get a choice of any votes. These are what you guys have voted for. So these are the top 3, and they make it through to the final. And again, in no particular order. So the first one at the top, the bottom, or the middle is not necessarily the winner. Right. So next up, we've got best automotive signage. That's basically where you got a nice sticker or a wrap on your car, van, whatever it may be, lorry, helicopter, even if you've got one. So it's basically where you dress your vehicle up to make it branded and look like obviously your brand. So we've got three finalists. We've got the Laptop Doctor. We've got Nikon IT Services Limited. We've also got Crosshaven Computers as well. And last but not least, we've got one award left to give out, or should I say, announce the finalists, and that's for the best shop front. So that's obviously, well, a picture of the front of your shop, basically. So whoever's got the best looking, we've got 5 down for this because, believe it or not, a lot of the votes were numbers were pretty much the same. So we've got 5 finalists for this one rather than the 3. So the best shop front, we've got the PC Guy. We've also got Rayleigh Computer Shop. We've also got Celtic Computers. We've got Canny Clever IT Service Centres. And last but not least, we've got Tech Lab. So that's it for tonight, guys. So that's all the guys through to the finals on the 1st of December. It will be a live show again. It ain't going to cost you 500 quid to watch. And you could potentially end up winning a nice award, which you can show off. But even you guys who don't get through and win the final, so let's just say you are a finalist, but you just don't win the final, don't forget, shout out to your local press and papers. Just say, hey, we're one of the top stores in the country. We've been listed as a finalist for this event. It's a big thing. There's a lot of computer shops and stores or whatever you may be, vendors, distributors around in the country. So actually, make sure you shout about it. And again, look, I've said many times before, Tech for Techs was founded because of us winning awards, and it allowed us to meet vendors and distributors. We got in the press. It allowed us to do a lot of things and form Tech for Techs a few years later because of it. So I would recommend that everyone takes advantage. If you are listing as a finalist, shout out on your social media, send me an email. You can see the email address on the screen. It's info@techfortechs.co.uk. Send me an email. I'll send you a logo over, which basically says you're a finalist. And obviously, if you do become the winner or runner up, you will also get logos for those as well on the 1st of December. And the winner of each category will also get an award. So again, that is on the 1st of December. So again, congratulations everyone who was listed. We will list it all on the website again within the next few days, so you can see who the finalists are if you did miss the show and so forth. But then again, if you missed the show, you're probably not listening to me now. So evening, Jason. I think you're just a little bit late for the show. And again, well done everyone for being listed, and even just having a nomination. Even if you didn't get to a final, that's something in itself. That means at least one person likes you for whatever reason that may be. So it's a good thing that you have been nominated, even if you didn't get through to the finals. I wish there was room for everyone, because there's people on there who I would like to vote for and so forth, and I can't. And obviously, there's people on there who I don't even know some of them, to be honest with you, that well. So it's interesting to see how everyone's voted and how good they are in there. So again, congratulations to everyone. And again, before we go, if you haven't already, make sure you get booking your tickets for the Tech Max event, which is next year. We're running out of tickets. So it's a unique event. It's absolutely huge, at least 4 times bigger than the event what we did this year. Room for 120 vendors in there, training, demo areas. There's even bars, including snacks, rooms for 800 techs like you, or potentially more. Evening meal for 300 people as well. Main sponsors are Aerocool and CMS. We've also got exhibitors which are listed on there. You can also see information about previous exhibitors as well. There should be around about 80 to 120 exhibitors there, depending on how much room each one takes up. Interactive areas, probably gaming areas and stuff like that as well. Obviously, we're still finalising a lot of things and a few surprises as well, which I can't say anything about just yet. Huge area. It's up in Sheffield, so up north, as a lot of you Southerners like to say. So, or it's sort of between Sheffield and Rotherham. It's right next door to Meadowhall, basically. So, if you know where Meadowhall is, it's not far from there. Huge place. There's a map there just to give you a rough idea. Meadowhall is there, and we're here, and you can see the size of the place just from the aerial view. That's the whole building we've rented. It's huge, and this is all the car parks and everything for it. It's a big place, and on top of that, obviously, we've only got daytime tickets left. If you do want evening tickets and you need to buy a day ticket first, then send me an email. Again, info's on the screen, and say you would like to be put down as a reserve list. Again, we cannot guarantee anything. The only tickets we're going to have left for the evening are for cancellations, or if vendors and distributors don't take up the ones what they've been allocated. Again, we won't be getting any more than 300. That is the max capacity for the room. So again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you everyone for taking part. And obviously, we'll see you in a few weeks' time for the live show. So again, I can see chats quite full on a few different media things. So that's nice to see. Now, we won't be having a show next week because we're still moving into our studio and setting it up and setting things up. This will probably be one of the last shows you'll actually see this background and so forth, because the new studio is starting to shape up. We may have one more show here before we do move completely, but it just gives you a rough idea, just to show you, for those of you who are interested and didn't know, we've currently or just got ourselves a new property, which is a lot bigger than the old Tech4Tech property, which is going to allow us to have live show areas, multiple cameras, multiple people in at the same time. We've got plenty of room for repair areas and lots of other bits and bobs as well. So there we go. We will be having a show in 2 weeks' time. I haven't got the full details as well. So that's in 2 weeks' time. That would be, let me just double check the date. I think this is 24th. Yeah, 24th. With MZSoft, they're going to be telling you about their partner programs as well as revenue share systems, where you can earn 25% on renewals and you even 5% on promoting to other independents and stuff like that. So they'll be on the show in 2 weeks' time, and then in 3 weeks' time, it's the final, where you guys get to find out who is the best of the best. But again, as I said, if you have been listed as a finalist, even just being nominated again is an achievement in itself. You all have to start somewhere, and it's something to aim for. And just for the independents out there, do take note of who the finalists are if you're not actually a winner, or even if you are a finalist as well. Just take note what these guys are doing. Take a look at what their stores look like, because they're winning for a reason. People are voting for a reason. So it gives you an opportunity to improve yourself and even better what they do. So you could potentially be up for an award next year. Talking about next year, the awards will be at the event next year on the 23rd of June. So we'll be changing the time of year we have the awards, but they will be actually at the event and will be a live awards. Okay, so stage and everything. And again, we ain't going to charge you 500 quid a ticket. Okay, guys, I'm going to call it that. I'm going to stop much going on and talking about stuff. So and get you all bored and all this, that, and the other. I know you've got busy lives, so I'll leave you to it. But again, well done, everyone. And we will see you in, well, 2 weeks' time for the next show and 3 weeks' time for the final. And again, congratulations all. Send me that email and I'll get you information sent over. So good night, everyone. Thanks again. And we'll see you next time.